Mind Your Own Grandma, a novella by Valentin Bura. Full text provided for your entertainment and edification. "You mind your own grandma?" I said to the constable. "As of now, nobody fucks with my grandmother," I added. "Wrong again," said Constable Little. "Your old mum belongs in a rest home, buddy." "No, she does not, buddy," I told him. "You're imposing to families what they are to do with their elderly?" "Yes, we are," said the constable. "Well, in that case, this thing is called incipient communism, buddy," I told him. "We care less what you call our methods. All I am saying is, I've got orders from Luxon himself to guest all elderly ladies in rest homes in this country, and Hitkins seems to concur on this one." "It is a bipartite bill," added Constable Little. "No, she's not going anywhere," I said to him. "We've got all the space to guest her at our own home." "I'm not giving up my grandmother, you fool," I said to Constable Little. "This is interference with the law, buddy," he then said to me. "Perhaps you'd want to pay us a visit at the section, buddy," said Little to me. That sort of a threat was far-fetched. They had no right to interfere with the way families were treating their elderly. My own mother was terribly worried about her mother, you see, and I was just acting on their own behalf. I was not going to let this happen, and I knew they could not get me to the section on such an absurd charge. I was just not going to let this stuff happen. Constable Little had to go without my grandma. "You're great. You just did a great thing, Phil." My mother told me. I didn't understood properly. I have to admit this. But my pride as a man and grandson was at stake here. "Well, next time we're not even opening the door." "Mom," I said to my mom. "That's the secret with those pigs that act without serious authorization. You just do not open the door. You're not accepting visitors, period." All right," said Mom. "Cool. Now let me get back to math." "Where was I?" I asked rhetorically. "You were saying something about the 3n+1 problem, darling," said Mom. "I believe you wrote that down on the whiteboard," she then added. "Ah, Mom, you're just great," I told her. "Thanks for reminding me. You wouldn't have an idea about the solution to the problem? Perhaps a hint or two?" I asked her as a joke. Well, the joke was only half, as my mom was the smartest person I knew. She graduated medicine with a perfect score back home, while she did some interesting inventions in her diploma thesis and in her military service, too. She was a great lady, my mother. Very smart. Unfortunately, this time, she didn't have a hint for me. "You know your mathematics is too hard for me, my dear," said Mom. "Just be careful you don't get in trouble with police again, my dear," she added. "Mom, this is our home. How on earth do you think I will let a bunch of fuckers like these thrash our home, Mom?" I said to her. "All I am saying is, you should take care you don't get in trouble with police again," my dear Mom then said to me. Lum did want to keep our grandma with us. The reason for this was actually financial. It was much cheaper that way, you see. Rest homes were charging exorbitant amounts for guesting the elderly. My mom's opinion was that Grandma was all right with us, and we did have the space and time to take good care of her. That's just how real families should be, was my mom's opinion, and that fact was the most important thing for me. My mother's opinion was the most important fact for me. I was going to tell the pigs to fuck themselves as long as required. They were not getting my grandma, and that was a fact, as far as I was concerned. "Yeah, what next, buddy? You're going to impose an euthanasia procedure on her? And you think I'm just sitting on my ass and letting this go, buddy?" I said to Constable Little when he did come back. "Buddy, you're interfering with the law seriously here," he said to me. "Yeah? Maxim Institute is reporting forced euthanasia in our rest homes, buddy. Do you think I'm letting this go? Do you think anybody in this country trusts you or your stupid infrastructure?" I then said to him, "Careful, buddy. This is an official warning. Better step aside, or you're coming with us." "Do as you please. You aren't welcomed in my home anymore," I then said to him. He left. Be careful how you talk to them, dear, said Mum to me that day. Yeah, Mum, I told her next. What is next, I wonder? Forced euthanasia and cremation? My goodness, said Mum. Is that the Christian way, Mum? I asked my mother. My goodness, dear, she repeated. It is just a bunch of Masonic thugs ruling our governments these days, Mum, I told her. If you think Grandma's getting cremated when she passes away, you're wrong. Or if you think they will impose euthanasia on her, you're wrong again. I'm personally not letting this go, I said to her. Just be careful with them, said Mum again. They aren't exactly the friendly type, she repeated to me. I did seem to understand back then. Yes, I am getting bad vibes, too, out of this. But what is it I can do? I'm not going to let the old lady go. You better make sense quickly, said the lawyer to me. He was a pro bono attorney, assigned to me by the court. They wanted to take my grandma to a rest home, and my family cannot afford this luxury, frankly, I said to him. Kalaman, too. And for this you had to resist arrest and kick a policeman in the crotch area? Inquired my attorney. No, it's not quite like that, sir, I said to him. It's not like that? The arrest is recorded on their body cameras, my friend, he said to me. They've used excessive brutality in this arrest, I told him. That's highly subjective, said my attorney. That is a subjective statement, and the judge is highly upset, my friend. I can tell you that much, my attorney said to me. Sir, those dudes showed up in large numbers for nothing at all. Nothing at all? Inquired my attorney. Yes, sir. I was just opposing. They'd take my grandma away. That's all. I was not in any way a danger in the community. Well, the judge seems to think otherwise, buddy, said my attorney. Those dudes tasered me about 8 times, sir. By the time I kicked the cop in the balls, I was highly dizzy. I simply did not know what I was doing, sir, I said to my attorney. Well, you'd better say that to the judge and make sense. But be respectful and don't say anything negative about the court, will you? Said my attorney. Sir, if you don't mind, I think I will be representing myself on this one, I then told him. My mum was simply terrified when she heard I was going to represent myself. You're going to prison, Philip, said Mum. She started crying. Well, if that is what I have to do for the good of my family, then I'll happily do it, Mum. I'll happily go to the can for you and Grandma, Mom, I said to her. But you shouldn't go to prison, Philip, she said to me. She couldn't stop crying. That's not why we brought you up, Grandma and me, she told me. That's not why we brought you up, and that's not how we brought you up. To dwell among worst type of criminals, she seemed to conclude. I know, Mom. Yet a man does what he's required to do to take care of his loved ones. I've done the best I could for our family, Mum. I know that, Philip said, Mum. Are they still taking away Grandma? I then asked Mum. No, they aren't, she replied. Is that right? I said. Yes, said my mum. The Parliament repelled that bill after Maxon Institute filed a report against it. So they aren't taking away old ladies anymore? I asked. Not unless their families want to give them away by their own will, said Mum. Well, that means I fought the good fight. I don't mind going to jail, as long as you and Grandma are safe, Mum, I said to her. Philip Harrison, said the judge to me, you are nothing less than a habitual criminal. You have little respect for the rule of law in this country. This court finds you unfit to walk our streets in freedom, as we find you of utmost danger to the peace of the community and to the general public. 5 years in prison, said the judge to me. My mum burst into tears, right there in the courtroom. Fine, I said, and exited the courtroom, escorted by the bailiff. The days in prison seemed to drag endlessly. My mom would send me food parcels, and I did enjoy that. It was good to have a mom. It was good my mom was thinking of me. She did sometimes mistake the ajvar relish. She knew I enjoyed the hot and spicy one, yet she sent me the mild. What could I do? Curse the food I was given? Why do that? I did enjoy the taste, and I was to bless everything I received. It was from the Lord.